Hello, can you hear me? Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic so that I can hear you.
I can hear you
That,
now.
that's great. This is Mrs. Adetayo, right? Okay. Your mute. Your mic is still muted, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yes, I did that because of my baby.
Okay. That's good. Bele, what's the name of your son or daughter?
Sons, two of them are sons. Maybe they'll come and marry your daughters. The first one is Abraham, so the second one is Abel.
Okay, that's nice. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Miss Omole, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
Okay. Welcome to the call. So we are waiting for two more people. We hope that they will join us.
All
Let's just
right.
wait a few minutes so that they can join us before we begin. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. We still have only 4 people on the call. As in, I mean, we still have only 3 people. Of course, I'm the fourth person. Can we all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so maybe we'll
Yes,
start
we
and hope
can.
that the fourth person will join us with time. Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I am Adesua Oni, the Steppedup nurse, and I want to formally welcome every one of us and say a big thank you for being a part of this training that's going to last for 4 weeks, right? It doesn't mean that I'll be teaching every day for 4 weeks, right? So please don't be scared. The important thing is that for that 4 weeks, you'll be experiencing some changes in your life and you'll be doing some tasks one time or the other. So the stepped up great speakers, right? The Stepped Up Speakers Academy is the mother body, right? It's the mother organization. And trust me, Stepped Up Speakers Academy is under Stepped Up Global Consults. Now, when you sign up to take the training, right, you are going to become a great speaker. That is why you can see great speaker on the name of your training platform, right? You become a great speaker when you, and it will be written on your certificate, right? So the certificate you are going to be getting at the end of this training is going to carry great speaker. Everyone after 4 weeks will become a great speaker. And I believe that Ms. Olubukola Edison knows that, because our elder sisters have been a part of this training and it has not left them the same. I believe you know that, right? Miss Edison, please unmute your mic. Let me hear from you. Can you hear me? Miss Bukola, can you hear me? Miss Bukola Enison, I hope you can hear me, because I'll soon start to bring us up. Maybe you'll be the first person I'll bring up to speak. Okay, you just unmuted your mic. Let's hear from you. Miss Bukola Enison, can you hear me?
Oh, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes. Am I supposed to say something?
Okay. We've been on the call for the past, I think, 7 minutes or 8 minutes. And I asked the question. I said I was welcoming everybody formally to this onboarding session, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I mentioned something while introducing us. I said that your elder sisters have been a part of this training and become great speakers. And I believe you know that, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I've received very great testimonies from them, and I believe that you would have a greater experience, right? You would not experience anything lesser. And trust me, I believe also that this training will add in one way or the other to us. Like I said yesterday, during the call, I spoke with 2 of us that joined the call yesterday. I said, okay, this academy has a focus to help people find their voices. There are a lot of people out there that have lost their voices, or there are a lot of people that have not even found their voice. They don't even know they have a voice. They do their thing, they go about their businesses, right? They live their life, true. But there have been situations where, can you see me? Okay, there have been situations where they had to speak up and they did not have a voice to speak up. They had content inside of them, but they didn't know how to put it out there, or they maybe could not face a camera, or maybe they did not know the modality in which to get out there on the stage. That is what this training is going to be doing for you, basically. Okay, there's somebody that actually signed up for the first in the first set, and she mistakenly or maybe purposefully or intentionally mentioned, oh, we'll be taking sessions on public speaking. I said, no, we are not taking sessions on public speaking, right? It's not basically for public speaking. Now, what you are going to get from this program will be way better than what you get from public speaking, because what we want to leverage on with this training is for you to be able to influence people everywhere in the world, right? And online speaking helps you to achieve that. From the comfort of your home, from your spot where you are, you can reach California, you can reach Australia, you can reach North America, you can reach anyone in Europe, as long as they have the link to join you, right? I believe you all know that on Zoom, on Telegram, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, anyone can get through to you. But if you are not comfortable with speaking online, then they will not be able to connect with you, and probably they will not be able to buy from you or do business with you. That is why online speaking is very, very important, because public speaking will just limit you to the local, right? Yesterday, I gave examples of my public speaking experiences, one that the few that were relatable, right? My matron at work mentioned, okay, we wanted to celebrate Nurses Week, and I was the face of the banner on the Nurses Week, put at our workplace, and people were going in and coming out, and I was also selected to do the presentation to an auditorium of more than 1,000 people, different professionals, students, different sets of people, working class people, students, military men, everybody combined in the same auditorium, right? So I was selected to come out and speak. But because I'm an online speaker and know the opportunities that exist online, I decided to make sure that that session was recorded, because if it was not recorded, after I did my presentation on nurses, on that Nurses Day, in the Nurses Week, that would have been the end of that experience. And if I wanted to relive the experience, I would only sit with word of mouth. I would only be able to tell somebody, oh, we had the Nurses Week, oh, it was very interesting, and that's what everybody will be able to say, right? So I gave somebody my phone to record the program, and that is why most of our programs that we don't want to forget are recorded, right? Your wedding ceremony was recorded. If you have the video of your wedding ceremony and you have a YouTube channel, you can always upload it, right? It will be very cool if you can upload it to your YouTube channel, right? So other people can watch if you want them to watch, right? If your wedding was not a disaster, you know, there are some weddings that it may have started out well during the church service, the reception, and all of that, and along the line, some things got scattered, and you're like, wow, I don't want anybody to see this part of my life, right? So what I'm trying to say is that public speaking will end where you did public speaking, except you decided to make an intentional action of recording that session and putting it online. That's the advantage of online speaking over public speaking, right? It's all generally public at the end of the day. It all goes public at the end of the day. But public speaking is more frightful for a lot of people. With online speaking, all you just need to deal with is your camera, right? To stay in front of your camera and talk. But with public speaking, you have to deal with stage fright. You have to deal with stage fright, right? And stage fright is not something that is easy to cope with. It's not easy for many people to cope with. Sorry, everyone. I had a slight glitch, right? So that is the edge that online speaking has over public speaking, right? Because it takes whatever it is you have done in the public to in your private and in your public to the social media and people will easily connect with you. If you remain with just public speaking, only the people you spoke to will experience your offers. Only the people you spoke to will be able to directly connect with you, right? In that exact time. Now, anybody that misses the session has missed it forever. And it may not be so easy to relieve that situation, except it was recorded. So that is this session now is recorded, right? We are on StreamYard and anybody can join us via the YouTube link. So it makes anything we do get out there, right? So that people can actually access it even after it has held. For public speaking, after it has held, that's the end. So one thing I usually tell people is that if you have a public speaking engagement, make sure that it is recorded. Somebody should just use a phone or his phone to record you and send you the video. So if you can upload that video on your Google Drive or on your YouTube channel, you're fine, right? Public speaking is tougher for a lot of people because some people cannot actually stand out there and speak to a large audience. Some people have a lot of stage fright. But for online speaking, what you basically need to deal with is your own environment and staying in front of your phone camera or your laptop camera, which is actually way easier than public speaking. So thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this. I put this together to help people to be able to speak up and influence their generation, to help people to change people's lives through your voice. I believe that you know that your voice can carry life. Your voice carries life. Your voice can birth changes in people. Your voice can make the world a better place because so many people are very close to depression right now. So many people are close to one form of suffering or the other, right? So the only way out now is for you to open your mouth and share what you have with the world, because those words that you have inside of you can make a whole world of change, right? It can make a lot of change in the life of another person listening to you. So I want you to bear this in mind. Even when you want to give up, know that, oh, there is something inside of me that has to go out to the world. And it is when virtue goes out from you to the world, when value goes out from you to the world, that's when you have contributed your own quota to making the world a better place. So please do not give up on yourself, and don't give up on this training. Don't give up on the post-training consistency you need to experience, right? You need to keep on being consistent, creating videos and letting people know that, oh, this is what I do and these are the offers I have. Whatever it is you're doing now, whether you're a business person, you're an entrepreneur, you're a working class person, everything you do can be projected online, right? You can put together pieces of whatever it is you are doing and add a video of yourself to it so that people can put a face to the business, right? Many people want to do business with a person. They don't want to do business with a business entity. They don't want to relate with a corporation that does not have a face. So when things flop, they don't know who to connect to. But if you stand out as a face of your business, you stand out as a face of your brand, people can directly relate with you. People can say, oh, I trust Mrs. Adebayo, and I know that this is what she can do. I see her on social media, she posts every day. So if I decide to buy from her, I know that she's not going to swindle me. She's not going to run away. She is here to stay. So that's the power of leveraging the social media. And I believe that, trust me, whatever you do, you can speak alongside it, right? So for the next few minutes before we wrap it up for today, I'll be bringing you up one by one to share with me why you decided to take this training, number one. And then you also share with us what you think you want to impact your generation with, what you think you want to impact people with via your speaking career, right? When you are done with this training, how do you want to influence people positively by speaking, right? So who is going to come up first? You have maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes, depending on how far you want to speak, right? So who's going to come up first? We've lost Mrs. Tosin. I can't see her on the stream anymore. Mrs. Omole, I mean, Miss Omole Tosi. So Miss Bukola, do you want to come up first?
I think I'll come up last if that's okay. Thank you.
Okay. So please drop a message on the WhatsApp group. Somebody is trying to log in. Somebody has logged out. Yes, Miss Tosi Omole. And she's trying to log in again. Please let her know that we are waiting for her. I don't want to minimize from here. Right. So Miss Adetayo, over to you. After Mrs. Adetayo is done speaking, they will have you on board, Miss Bukola, and hope that by then Miss Omole will be back on the call. Right? So we'll wrap it up for today. Thank you, Miss Adebayo. Can I hear from you? Please put on your camera so we can see you.
Good evening, ma. Good evening,
Yeah,
everyone.
good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The reason I joined this training is because I felt that I have a voice and I don't know how to go about it. So sometimes I noticed that right from childhood I'm this type of person that like give advice to people. So and
Okay.
when it eventually works, they will come back and tell me that do you know that I did what you said and it works. Until now,
Mm,
I still do it a lot. So most especially to women like me. So and that was one of the reason I felt okay. What if I have a training on how to speak? And meanwhile, I can talk. One of the things I I made sure I achieved in my marriage is communication between my husband and I. He's this type
mm,
that doesn't really talk. So I made sure that before we go to bed, we must communicate. How far with work today? How's everything?
mm,
So I love to communicate. So
mm,
then I was saying I saw your post. Yes, I remember that. I saw your post on LinkedIn, and I was like, wow. So can this thing be real? Like, can people really talk and make themselves a brand? So I guess that brand thing was one of the things that was like, because to me, I felt when it comes to brand, I only thought of celebrities. That's
mm,
those that post pictures on Instagram every day. Hey, they are the brand. So, but whenever you make a post and you're talking about brand, and I see you talk about it, you say you yourself, you are a brand that people need to know about. So, and
mm,
then I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'll be like, oh, I beg you, what do I know that I want to share? Since
mm,
when did I work last? Like I've not been working for some years now. So what do I have that I needed to share? So, but then I was like, okay, let me take this course. At least before the course ended, I will have known what to do. So that's one of the
mm.
reason yes, that's one of the reason I took the course. So, and then I believe that the second question, I believe that I have something in me. I might not know now, but I'm sure that before the end of the course, I would definitely know the
You
niche
will.
at which I will
You
pitch
will.
myself.
You definitely
Yeah,
will. I will not be here and watch you. And watch you have a voice and not have a message. Because trust me,
yeah,
there are two things you should have a
yeah,
voice and still have a message. There should be content inside of you to share. Miss Tosin, I can
yeah.
see you, but it's like you did not join with the guest link. Please join with the guest link, right? So that I can bring you on board. It looks like I can't seem to be able to add you, right? Please, can you rejoin with the StreamYard link, right? Thank you so much. Yes, so Miss Adetayo, thank you so much for that sharing. I loved it. See, stay-at-home moms are very busy people. It's not easy to be at home with, especially if you have a child or you have children. Trust me,
Hmm.
you are working 247, and it's
I
not
tell you,
it's not a walk in the park. Trust me,
it's not. Mhm.
when I go to work is when I am freer. When I am
I
at home,
tell you.
when I'm off duty, I am busier because
Um,
I'm trying to do a lot of things at the same time. I'm trying to
yeah.
get a lot of things done. I want to take care of the house. I want to take care of the children. I want to cook. I want to refrigerate this. I want to do this one. I'm rushing to catch up with a lot of things. Presently, as we speak, I'm cooking. I was cooking before the call. I was trying to round up, right? I'm not still done. I'm still frying. I'm still trying to make stew. And I think I'll still be cooking till 8 p.m. tonight. So this is just a break. Trust me.
Yes.
You can actually do everything. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, this is going to be a very massive opportunity for you, because outside the country, white people are not doing hard work. If you know, most their country is paying some of them to just be at home and enjoy themselves, just minimum wage, nothing so special, but they are living and thriving well with it. But at home, if you know what they are doing coaching courses, they are doing speaking courses, they are on YouTube, they are on podcasts, they are creating podcast series, they are doing a lot of massive things, and you are the one slaving away. Let me not use the word slaving away. Yes, you are contributing massively to their economy, right? You are actually making a world of change. But soft work is different from hard work, right? Yes, everything is hard work, because even creating YouTube videos is not a walk in the park. It is not easy, but it is more relaxed because you are still at home. You can get a lot of things done. You can multitask. When you're at work, you know you're at work. You cannot take your baby to work. You cannot press your phone. You cannot. There are some limitations, right? But if you're at home, you can achieve a lot of things. Trust me. You can start your podcast channel. You can start your YouTube channel. Create videos. Create a very beautiful brand. Share what you are experiencing as a mother. You don't need to share. It's not rocket science. You don't need to share. How somebody went to the space, how Nigerians refuse to vote for Miloko. How you don't need to do so. You don't need to say something out of the world. Just share your experiences, because your sharing is enough to change somebody's life. Trust me. One beautiful thing about YouTube is that as long as you know how to captivate the attention, to capture the attention of people, then you're good to go. And then the word is consistency. Don't let anything discourage you, especially at the beginning, the first 2 years of doing any business. I tell people that I take my personal branding course. The first 2 years of starting out as a brand is usually rocky, it's usually shaky. It makes you feel like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Oh, what am I doing? Why is everything not turning out right? But trust me, if you stay consistent, you will reap the rewards. When the rewards come, you'll be ashamed. You'll be like, oh my God, this is too much. You know how women do? Then you start crying. Oh, this is too much. This is too. But when you were suffering and when you were trying to, you were just striving to show up. Nobody was there. Nobody knew all the suffering you experienced, right? It is when you now become a figure. And when you have started effecting changes in lives of people, that's when people now start to celebrate you. Mrs. Adebayo, I saw you. I did not know you can talk like that. Oh, Kiniko, and you know, so you too, you can make sense like this. As if your life did not make any sense before then, right? When you become a public figure, you don't even need to be a popular person, right? It's not about popularity. It's about impact, right? If you're able to change one person's life, that's where it begins, right? You're able to touch, you want to talk to teenagers, right? You want to talk to young people, you want to talk to married women suffering. You want to, if it's this communication thing you said, that every night you sit your husband down, and if that's what you're sharing every night, that, see, today I fought with my husband. If you see what it did to me, you might keep back some information that you want to be private, right? If you're a private person, if you're a very introverted person, you may not be able to run a YouTube channel, except you are talking about something else entirely, right? But if you are a sanguine and you are, sent, trust me, there are some things you can share that will change people's lives, right? You keep back what is sensitive and you share what you think people can learn from, right? So that's the idea. I used to usually tell people, Mrs. Tosi said she cannot hear me. Oh my God. Is she joining with the right link? She was on the call before. What's going on? Please, Miss Tosi, if you can hear me. Please drop a message for me on that WhatsApp group. I don't want to minimize from here. It is well. So Miss Enison, over to you, right? Let's hear from you. We've lost Miss Bukola. We've lost Miss Adebayo on the call. Miss Olubukola Enison, can we hear from you?
Hello, good evening. My name is Bukola.
Good evening. Your voice is low. Can we come up with some volume?
Okay. Hello, good evening.
Yeah,
My
good
name
evening.
is Bukola, and yeah, my sister thought that this would be a great platform for me, because she was a part of this.
Okay. Please, can
And
you put on your camera? I would love to connect with you.
okay. Just give me a second. Let
Okay.
me see if I can work on the light from here. Okay. 1 second, almost there. Okay. Okay. Let me see.
Miss Adebayo, please help me drop a message on the WhatsApp group that Miss Tosin should put on a camera and put on a mic. It looks like a mic is off.
Okay, ma.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Miss Bukola, I can hear you. Please continue.
Okay.
Oh, you
Good
look
evening,
like your
everyone.
sister now. I'm seeing somebody that looks like a sister.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah,
My
good
name
evening.
is my name is Bukola, and yeah, my sister was a part of this platform, and she said it was a good place and I should try my hands on it. So I decided to. I'm a brand owner, I'm a photographer, and I feel like this would help in a way. I mean, you're not an ocean, no one's an ocean of knowledge. You get to learn from people every day, and I love learning new things. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. I'll probably be able to learn one or two things. So excited to be here, and I'm hoping that I can learn more. Thank you.
Photography is beautiful. I usually tell people that, okay, if I want to learn something extra, if I want to learn another skill, it will be photography because my phone is filled with pictures. My husband will be like, this woman, what kind of person are you? Won't you just delete all these pictures? I'll be like, no, if you delete them, what I'm going to do? As in, it will be as if you want to cut off my neck because I like capturing memories. I like capturing scenarios. I'm a forgetful person, right? I forget. See, if you ask me something from 2 years ago, I may not remember. But there was a day my husband picked up his phone to access some pictures, old pictures of my children. And I saw those pictures and I was like, wow. In fact, I was asking him who snapped these pictures. He was like, Sean Bimini. As in, I saw my daughters looking so small. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. Like, you were like this at a particular time. So capturing memories has always been beautiful for me. And trust me, when I go out for photo shoots, sometimes I tell the photographer what I want. I tell him that, okay, because all my photographers has been men. I don't think I've ever done a female photographer before. I don't think it's so popular to find women in the niche, right? I don't think it's so common, right? There's somebody on LinkedIn that is a photographer. You should meet her. Maybe I'll connect you, but Felicia Damilola, she's massive. As in, oh my God, there's another photographer. What he does online photography. He snaps you from home, like you are in your house, and he takes the pictures and sends it to you online. And I'm like, I'm still trying to understand it. I'm still trying to get the what's the technology behind it. maybe one of these days you'll be able to explain to me what it is about. But I loved it. I was like, wow. And the pictures were top notch. It didn't even look, the pictures don't look as if it was not snapped real time. And he snaps all those people on LinkedIn, people that he has customers on LinkedIn, right? He posts his content on LinkedIn. He has his customers on LinkedIn and he posts those things that he does. So I believe that one way or the other, um you may not only be projecting your pictures. Miss Tosin, it's good to see you. Miss Tosin Omole, good afternoon. Thank you for coming. It was a while getting you on board. I was so worried. Okay, so I was talking about photography. It's very, very beautiful. And trust me, within these 4 weeks, I am very sure that your voice will go out there. I'm very sure we will work things together and this will be a reality. So thank you so much for sharing with us, right? It's something, thank you for joining us. We want to hear from you. Why did you decide to do this, to pick this training? You've paid for this training about a month ago, if not 2 months ago. I think I'm right? So I don't know if so can we hear from you what was your reason or your motive for taking this training, and how do you intend to impact people's lives with this training, right, after you're done?
All right. Thank you for having me. And thank you for the patience and everything with me, especially the coach. I'm grateful because I was supposed to be part of the last class, which some things came up and I was unable to go on with the other class. But thank God, here I am again. So, what made me actually pick up the training? When my sister, that is Sister Enison, she informed me about the training. I was like, wow, this is kind
Wait,
of
I
something I've
don't
been.
understand. What did you call the name of your sister?
Sister Enison Ifeoluwa.
Okay, I don't understand. Are you Ifeoluwa's sister or you are a friend?
Oh, she, she's my friend sister. I call her more friend than than friend.
Okay, so you are not Enison. I didn't want to get confused. People should not come and confuse me.
I am Omole Oluwatosin. But I
Okay.
know her as my sister, so I call her more of my sister than a friend. So
Okay.
when she told me about this program, I was like, "Oh wow, this is what I've been like searching for. This will be of help to me. It will really, really help me develop what I already have in me." So I thought of it that this will really, really equip me for what I have ahead of me. The, it's basically for my profession. I meet people all around. I will have to speak to people, things like that. And as I'm even looking at it, I would like be more of teaching aspects. And I think this would really, really help me to improve my
Hmm.
capacity. So, and how would I even impact people with this? I intend, just like what my sister is doing presently, I might not be able to do more more of that because I'm not more of social media person. But I I know that at the end of this program, this would really, really help my social aspects because I know I might not be able to do much if I'm not into the social media, blah blah blah, things like that. So I think with this, it will help me improve in my social media writing and speaking, and with that, I'll be able to reach more people.
Okay, what is it you are doing that you think you want to leverage this course with?
Yeah, my profession, nursing profession.
Okay, you are a nurse.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's really great. I want to be sure that Ifeoluwa is also Lois, the same person, right? We're talking about the same person. Okay. Now I get it. She's on the call and she's dropping comments. She's been very funny here. She says, sister friend. So thank you for sharing with us. Yes, as a nurse, there is a lot you have to share with your world. That is what I keep telling people every day. And there is nothing It's not rocket science. There's nothing out of the world about what some other people are doing that you cannot do. Trust me, you can do it and you can do much more. Our voices may be different. That is why God created us differently. But the impact we are going to have will definitely um be specific. You cannot impact everybody, right? I personally cannot touch the world, but if I can reach 10 people or I can reach 100 people, I believe that those 100 people will be able to reach 1,000 other people. And that is how salt spreads. That is how the influence of salt is. Wherever you have put it is going to influence the whole pot of food. It's a spot you dropped it, or probably maybe you sprinkled it around, but definitely it's going to affect the taste of the whole thing, right? And that is what we are supposed to do with our voice. We are supposed to be positive influences. And I tell people that there are a lot of negative influencers out there. So now, if you have a message, if you have a powerful message for the world, in fact, if you think you don't have much to share, trust me, that little you have can expand. Just the way the two loaves of bread and 5 fishes expanded and fed so many people, thousands of people, that small thing you think you have can bless a lot of lives. But if you keep your mouth shut, it will not go out there. It will not. That is why you even see churches having social media pages now. My church has a social media page, and because of it, online members can be a part of the blessing. They can be part of the impartation. They can also have their lives changed. They can give their lives to Christ online, right? It's it's so powerful. Wherever you are in China, wherever, you can reach out. You can log in and be a part of the system and not be left out from the blessings everybody is experiencing. So if churches can leverage this, I think every other person too can. You don't have to climb on a podium before your voice will be heard. Trust me, you don't have to have a platform where people will call you. Okay, we are welcoming on board Miss Omole Tosi. Please give her a hand. Let her come on board and share with us. It may not happen for everybody that way. But if you are not given a platform, you can create a platform for yourself. Trust me. If you were not given a podium to come up to speak, you can create your podium for yourself. And you do that. You do that by sharing what you need to share online. Because online, you have your space, you have your wall, you have your page. All you just need to do is to share with people so that other people will be blessed. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this. I would have been so excited if Mrs. What's her name now? She joined us yesterday. I'm trying to remember what her name is. I think it's Mrs. Ajayi. I think her name is Miss Ajayi. She shared with us yesterday. She mentioned the fact that she saw the course and she was like, wow, this is really amazing. And she mentioned that, oh, I'm a junior in age to her, right? She's much older than me. She's much older than us, but she was able to humble herself. When she was done sharing, I said, I really celebrate you. I appreciate the fact that you've decided to be trained by someone that is much younger than you, right? I've been opportuned by God's grace to train a lot of people and coach a lot of people that are way, way older than me. For the past, I think, 3 or more years now, I've been doing this and it's been very, very fulfilling. So I told her I celebrate the grace of God in her for deciding to do this. She's also a nurse and she said she has a lot of things to share with people. She sees a lot of people making a lot of mistakes regarding their health every day and she wants her voice to be heard, right? So it's actually worth sharing. It's something that whatever it is you have to share is worth sharing. Trust me, whatever thing you think that, oh, I don't think anybody wants to hear this, please just share it with me first. When you share with me and I tell you it's useless, then maybe it's useless. But trust me, I would never say anything is useless, right? I would rather show you how to rebrand it, how to repackage it, how to put it all together to make more sense, right? Because for every great tree you see out there, there was a tiny seed. All that seed needs is the right environment, sunlight and water to bloom and become that very powerful tree. Right? Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this onboarding session. I'm so excited that we are having our third class, right? And I'm excited for the growth we've experienced since we started in September, right? It's been a short while, but a lot of lives have been changed already. Thank you so, so, so much for being a part of this. Thank you, Miss Olubukola Eniso. Thank you, Miss Tosin Omole. Thank you, Miss Adebayo Tosin. Right, Miss Adebayo has been cracking me up for the past 48 hours. She's such a wonderful person. Right. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm ready to impact in these 4 weeks. Right. So please open up your hearts and be ready to take the tasks you need to take. Right. Be ready to do the things you need to do for these 4 weeks so that we are going to have a season of really benefiting from this training, right? We want everybody to really benefit from this training. So thank you so much. The next 4 weeks will be powerful. Please try and pin the platform page to the top of your WhatsApp group so that you can always quickly see any content that I post, right? So we are going to start week 1 right away. We're going to start week 1, and I believe that it's going to be a very interesting system, right? So please do well to let your friends know about this because they too have a message for the world. Thank you. I'm going to be ending the session right away.